In this Map Suite MVC Edition sample app walkthrough, we're going to show you how you can set the image and format quality of the map tiles that are returned. As you can see here by this sample, we've got a standard map of the United States with some cities displaying, and right here the quality looks pretty good. However, let's say you are in a situation where you have a low bandwidth and you really need to optimize the images that are getting sent over the wire. Map Suite allows you to control this by setting different image formats and also the quality of the image if you're using JPEG. So right now we're using PNG format, which there's not a lot of tweaking that you can do on that. But let's switch over to JPEG, and you see another drop-down box here is populated with different values, and this is the percentage of quality or compression that you want to use. So at 100% it's going to look very crisp and very clean, but if we come down here to 10%, you can see the map's very grainy and a little bit harder to read, but the size of this map tile is going to be much less than if it was 100%. If you are in a low bandwidth situation, I usually recommend somewhere between 40 to 60%, because you still get some advantages of using the compression of JPEG, and your quality is still acceptable. Of course, this is up to your own personal preference and the needs of your application for the setting that you'd like to use. So let's take a look at the code now to see how you can accomplish setting this format and quality. So to get started, let's take a quick look at the controller source. And in the controller source, we've got basically a couple sections here. One is just our section where we're setting up the map for the first time. So you can see if the map was null, we're going to load some shape files. We're going to of the countries and of the cities and render them out accordingly. This section right here is actually what is getting executed when the drop-down box changes, and this is where the image format and quality is set. And really it's pretty simple to do. There's the web image format property that you can set, and here you can see where we're setting it to JPEG, and then a JPEG quality, and that's where you would set the value anywhere from 10 to 100 for your quality. So just using these properties here, you can control how big a JPEGs you want to be sent back, or if you just want to use the PNG format. So really using these properties on your overlay is the best way to control that behavior. Let's just look at one other quick thing in this sample so you'll get an idea of how this sample is actually changing this via a client-side code. And to do that, we're going to take a look at the view source. And the view source is basically pretty simple. We've got some server-side code down here where we're just rendering the map for the initial time. And then on our drop-down boxes, you'll see we're calling these two different JavaScript functions for select image format and select JPEG quality. And if we come up here to this JavaScript block, you can see this is where we're doing an AJAX callback. So for example, on our selected JPEG quality, we're going to do an AJAX callback. We're going to pass in the quality that was selected, and so that will go back to that server-side code we looked at just a second ago, and then once that gets returned, it will call the JPEG quality callback and redraw the map layer. With this sample, you should have a good understanding now of how you can control the map's image quality and maximize it for your bandwidth scenario. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions, or post them directly on our discussion forums at ThinkGeo.com/forums. And thanks again for watching.